Okay, we're back in the air with Matt Wells, the Fort Worth Meacham tower controller. Matt, you were my first episode for Taking Off,
yep.
the most watched episode. So we're going to go through his, talk about what are some of the biggest questions that pilots have for ATC on this episode of Taking Off. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so we're taking off sunglasses so you can actually see who he is. He's not Geordie LaForge wearing Geordie LaForge sunglasses.
They're awesome sunglasses.
So, Matt, I got to say right off the bat, I mean, you created a Facebook page that has blown up in a great way. I mean, Ask ATC, Ask a Pilot Facebook group hit a need clearly that wasn't being met. Where did the idea come from? Tell me about how that came about.
So, you know, I was thinking last year, around December time frame, because I did make it on Christmas Day. I'm part of the North Texas Aviators Group, Houston Area Aviators Group, represent. And I noticed very minimal ATC questions, and when there was ATC questions, and even then now we have this what happens is still a lot of student pilots and even experienced pilots, even you know, I've even asked pilots questions myself because I don't understand that much, you know, at 200 hours, and I see people jump on there with questions like, why did ATC do this to me? And the first thought, I can see where they're coming from. The first thought in my head is they think that ATC wronged them in some way, which most of the time it's not. You know, it's just they have something else going on. And I noticed all these questions, and I'm like, you know what? There needs to be like, there needs to be a page for this. So the first thing I did was I went and searched all over Facebook for anything like there's ATC only pages, there's USAF ATC pages, there's pilot pages. Everyone has their own separate pages. So I looked and looked and looked, and I didn't find this group, and I just said, screw it. If there's another group, they'll take all the buzz away from me, and I'll go jump in that group. But I started at Christmas Day, and I posted it right away. I said, hey, this is a new group, and this is for specifically intended for asking air traffic controls questions without any kind of, you know, scrutinizing, ridiculing, you know, and no question is a stupid question.
So what you're telling me, Matt, is that Christmas, so in 3 months, you've had over 3,000 people sign up to be on this group.
Affirmative.
I have the plane.
All right, your plane. Your controls.
My plane.
Yes, sir. We've had 3,100 now. Believe it or not, I've denied up to about 1,000 now of people that just want to kind of jump in there and troll around and, you know, trying to keep the quality up. So I make sure everyone answers the questions, you know, and all 3 questions in order so they can enter and not be jumping in. I do like to focus in on ATC pilot chatter, and in the rules I have put on there that anything aviation goes. I mean, if somebody puts a picture of a plane, you know, I'm a geek. So I'm gonna look at that and go, oh, like the cover picture right now, that Southwest landing. That's a freaking awesome picture. Anyways, I try to keep it centered toward ATC. I have put some reminders on there if it strays too far, or if you know, quality.
I'm gonna go and slow us down.
Quality starts to falter, then I'll jump on there. Gears down, right side, good to go. Green light.
Over here, green light.
If it starts to falter, then I'll jump on there and moderate as necessary. I try to stay away from that. I like for people to, you know, get on there with their own opinions and stuff, and just don't like to mess with it unless absolutely necessary. I've had people report posts that were actually very beneficial. A hot topic on that page is VFR flight following, and
and that's one of the questions I want to ask you, but we can't see your eyes because you got your Geordie LaForge sunglasses back on.
Yeah, I put my glasses back on.
Okay, so that's my next question. You're beating me to the punch there. What's the #1 question or issue that is discussed on your Facebook?
I would have to say VFR flight following is probably one of the top ones. A lot of them are students that don't understand what exactly flight following is, or, you know, how long, how many miles should they get it. I mean, I encourage flight following to the maximum extent possible, but understand something. Those radar guys, those TRACON guys and center guys, they sometimes do not have time for us pilots. And in the end, it is our job to look out the window and not hit anything else. So, you know, I've had a lot of pilots get like, well, what the heck, you know, this is bogus. And it's like, well, no, it's not. I mean, VFR flight following is a service offered on a workload permitting basis. So if D10's got their hands full with IFRs in and out of Meacham, you may not get flight following. That's something pilots need to understand. So that's one of the main hot topics. Another one we've seen is VFR on top, which I've only done once.
Yeah, as a pilot, I've never used it.
I've done it once, and it was when I did my spin training a long time ago.
So Matt, what's next for the Facebook group?
It's nothing really. I mean, I want to keep it climbing. I want to try to do a T-shirt. I've had some bad feedback for that as well. You know, do some other stuff just to, you know,
You're not getting bad feedback on the idea of a T-shirt. Let's be clear about that.
Well, I'm not getting very good feedback. I've had great feedback and not so great feedback, and one of the feedbacks I had from my brother actually was, you know, why would I wear that? And it's like, well, just to, you know, get some pilots and people in the group and, you know, help to promote safety further. That's the main intent of the group. You know, if I feel that anybody's post hinders that, then they're gonna get the boot. But I don't know. That's just an idea. I haven't had much time to work on it. I've been, you know, finishing school and stuff. So.
Well, very cool.
Yeah.
All right. So that's this edition of Taking Off with Matt Wells, Tower Controller Extraordinaire.
Jump in that page. We'll have the link in the description here on the YouTube, and make sure you answer all the questions.
Don't forget, leave us comments, share the YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.
Cut. All right, now I'm gonna throw up.